Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to go over the top 10 Stage 4 Team Affinity players. These are the 2020 finest cards that came out for each of the Team Affinities. Obviously, there are 30 of them. We're going to give the top 10 of the ones you unlock in the Team Affinity Reward Pass. I've already gone over the 3 you get in the rare tier of the 2020 finest pack with the Chewy review that we did a couple days ago. And as you guys know, the Danielson Lamet is the go-to guy for that pack. Well, I want to give you a top 10 of the other guys. That way you guys know what players you should go after in these Stage 4 Team Affinities. Before we do that, the best way to support this channel is to hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think about this Stage 4 Team Affinities finest 2020 cards ranking. Whether you guys agree with it or don't agree with it, if you think I left somebody off of the list or I ranked somebody too high or too low, let me know. I'd love to hear it. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you know whenever I'm uploading more videos. Let's get into it. Honorable mentions. The first honorable mention is going to be Giovanni Gallegos. He has a pretty good pitch repertoire. It's about average compared to most pitchers. He doesn't throw that hard 94 miles an hour. He's obviously a relief pitcher or a closer, however you want to use him for the St. Louis Cardinals. Has good nines at 124 hits per nine, 122 K per nine, but he didn't quite cut it out for the top 10 with the other relief pitchers you can get. Kyle Tucker is the next honorable mention. He just doesn't have good enough batting attributes to make it in the top 10. He's all around pretty good though. Left fielder for the Houston Astros. Great glitchy swing. Plays above his attributes, but there's just way better outfielder options within these finest 2020 cards that you can unlock. Trevor Story's another card. He is usable as a platoon guy against left-handed pitchers. As you can see, his contact's 123. Powers 120, and he has great fielding and great speed, but I just feel like there's better options that can play shortstop that are going to be on this list, as well as we've just been pounded by shortstops when it comes to the postseason. Correa, you have the Fernando Tatis Jr., Francisco Lindor is part of the collection, so I just feel like there's so many other shortstops that you could go after that this Trevor Story just doesn't make the top 10. This is the guy that might have been on some people's top 10s, but I got him just barely not making it as the last honorable mention, and it's Shane Bieber. He has a 5-pitch repertoire. He does have the cutter that is one of the better pitches in the game. He doesn't throw a sinker. To me, he just doesn't throw hard enough at 94 miles an hour. He has good nines, though, 120 hits per nine, 125 K per nine. If you like other Bieber cards and you want to put this guy in your lineup, I'm not against it. I just think there's better starting pitchers you can get in these finest 2020s. Number 10. Kicking off the top 10 is going to be the 99 overall right fielder for the Minnesota Twins, Nelson Cruz. He has secondary positions of only left field. He's right-handed batting, right-handed throwing. He has diamond hitting and gold defense. Looking at his attributes, this is an amazing power guy. He has 118 power versus righty, 125 power versus lefty. The two biggest downsides to this card is his vision at 76 vision and his speed. He only has 32 speed. That's not very fast at all for an outfielder. His fielding is also low at 67, but he has a huge arm in right field at 95 arm strength. I just think that you're not really going to use him defensively. He's more of a bench bat, but he can be on anybody's bench, even with the lower vision at 76. He has so much power and such a great swing within the game that I think it's worth having him on your bench as a pinch hitter, and that's why he's at the 10 spot. If he had better fielding, was a little bit faster, he would definitely be higher on this list. I just think that Cruz is a guy that can definitely be on your bench as a pinch hitter, and you can bat him against right or left-handed pitching and possibly hit a much-needed clutch home run. Number 9. In the 9th spot, we have the starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, Yu Darvish. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He has a 5-pitch repertoire that consists of a cutter, slider, 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, and a sinker. His 4-seam fastball is going to go about 97 to 98 miles an hour. If you have the power all the way up, he throws a sinker that's going to go about 96. And his primary pitch is a cutter that's going to go about 92 to 93 miles an hour. He also has a slow-moving slider that has really good break on it at 82 miles an hour and a 12-6 curve at 76 miles an hour. This Yu Darvish probably has the best pitch repertoire out of the starters you can unlock, in my personal opinion. However, he has lower nines than the other options, even though he has a great pitch repertoire. He has 111 stamina, 99 hits per nine, 102 K per nine, 99 base on balls per nine, 96 home run per nine, 109 pitching clutch, and 87 control. So a guy with good control, pretty good nines. I just feel like there's other guys with better nines, even though he has a superior pitch repertoire. It's landing him at number 9 on this list. Number 8. The 8th card on this list is Nick Anderson, a closing pitcher for the Tampa Bay Rays. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. As many of you guys know, he had a rough go against Mookie Betts in the World Series. But he has a 4-pitch repertoire. He's a 4-seam fastball, curveball, sinker, and slider. I think the biggest downside of this card is that he doesn't have a changeup. He has amazing nines at 125 hits per 9, 125 K per 9, 96 base on balls per 9, 95 home run per 9, 125 pitching clutch, and 86 control. The 28 stamina is pretty standard for a closer. Looking at his pitch repertoire, though, he's going to throw the ball about 99 miles an hour with a curveball that goes 83 and a slider that goes 85, as well as his sinker is going to go about 97. So he has a good change of speed in his pitches. He doesn't have 5 pitches to throw with, but I think this card could be absolutely lethal in the bullpen. I think he's one of those guys you should pick up and at least give a try. But he's at 8 on the list because I think there's a couple better closers or relief pitchers that you can pick up in these finest 2020 Stage 4 team affinities. Number 7. It didn't take long to find a closing pitcher that was better than Nick Anderson. I got Liam Hendriks at the 7 spot here. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. And the biggest reason I got him at the 7 spot, one ahead of Anderson, is I just think he has a better pitch repertoire. And I think he just has more change of speed, can see different things. With a 4-seam fastball that's going to go the same speed as Anderson's, going to hit that 98, 99. He throws a slider that goes 88, a curveball that goes 84, a 2-seam fastball that goes 93, and a changeup that goes 88. I think that the changeup is what separates the two. I think having a changeup is super important. Even though he doesn't throw a sinker, he does have the 2-seam fastball. I don't know if it depends how much you guys judge the sinker over having a changeup. I personally like having a changeup. Plus, I think Hendriks' pitch release point is a little bit harder to pick up than Nick Anderson's. That's why I got Hendriks at 7 and Anderson at 8. Looking at the nines real quick, you got 125 max hits per 9, 125 K per 9, 109 base on balls per 9, 99 home run per 9, 116 pitching clutch, and 85 control. So Hendriks is going to have a little bit better control than Anderson as well, even though he's a little bit less pitching clutch. I just like Hendriks' pitch repertoire better than I like Anderson's. That's why I got the nod at 7 here, but they're pretty much equal in my personal opinion. Number 6. The 6th spot might have the best catcher in the video game, especially the best one that you can get for free. It's a 99 overall Salvador Perez for the Kansas City Royals. He's right-handed batting, right-handed throwing with a secondary position of first base. He has diamond hitting and gold defense. Looking at his hitting, 125 contact versus righty, 88 contact versus lefty, 112 power versus righty, 125 power versus lefty, and he's 85 vision, 46 discipline, and 104 clutch. Now, the discipline is definitely a big letdown here. And then you're looking at his fielding. He has above average fielding. It's not great. He has 82 arm strength, 85 blocking. I think you can get away with that. Perez in real life has way better fielding than this, but I know they didn't want to make like a super card, because if you give him his actual fielding that's in the 90s, even a little bit of an off year, you're talking about a guy that would be hands down maybe one of the best players in the game, even with the low discipline. But this Perez, if you need a free catcher and you've been having problems at catcher, great swing, absolutely ridiculous power attributes for a catcher, and above average defense. I'm hoping for his defense he plays above his attributes. We'll find out. But I got Perez coming in at the 6th spot here. Number 5. So we made it into the top 5 here, and at the 5th spot I have Jacob deGrom, starting pitcher for the New York Mets. He's left-handed batting, and obviously he's right-handed throwing, as you can see from the card. He has a 5-pitch repertoire that consists of a 4-seam fastball that does have outlier 1, so we'll throw it 102 miles an hour, a slider that's 92, very, very hard slider, then a changeup that goes 87, curveball that goes 84, and a 2-seam fastball that goes 97. My biggest downside to this card is that the changeup goes so fast at 87 miles an hour. If the changeup went a little bit slower, I think deGrom would probably be in the top 3 on this list, in my opinion. But he is a super power pitcher, and I think he's going to be very hard to hit. He has great attributes at 103 stamina, 110 hits per 9, 125 K per 9, 86 base on balls per 9, 82 home run per 9, 94 pitching clutch, 89 control, 99 velocity, 95 break. I think this deGrom's a guy that needs to be in your rotation. I think he's good enough to earn a spot in your rotation no matter what, to at least give him a try. Whether it's your ace or your fifth pitcher, it doesn't matter. I do think he needs to be somewhere in your rotation. If you're pitching 6 or 7 pitchers and letting a couple guys store energy at the back end of the rotation, that's fine as well. But either way, deGrom needs to be in there, and he's number 5 on this list. Number 4. The best starting pitcher on this list, and coming in at number 4, is the 99 overall, Trevor Bauer. Obviously, I've already mentioned starting pitcher, Cincinnati Reds. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. 5-pitch repertoire consists of a 4-seam fastball, cutter, slider, knuckle curve, and sinker. So he pretty much has the wet dream of pitch repertoires, and he throws it about 97 miles an hour. Having the cutter that goes 86 with a slider, so you're going to have the same movement, different pitch speeds is huge, as well as he does throw a sinker. He has very good control with the 90 base on balls per 9, 82 control. The only downside of this card is 73 home runs per 9. But like I said, online, SCS before has said that the home runs per 9 does not matter. Offline, it might matter a little bit, but with this pitch repertoire online, it's absolutely ridiculous. Plus, he's 115 stamina, 124 hits per 9, which is almost max for a starting pitcher. I think this is the highest hits per 9 for a pitcher, whether he's prestiged or not. Plus, you can prestige this Bauer as well. 117K per 9, 125 pitching clutch, 90 velocity, 99 break. I think this Bauer's pitch repertoire and the fact that he has such good 9s makes him a must-have in your rotation, even more than deGrom. I think at higher levels, this Bauer will be even better than deGrom is. At lower levels, deGrom might be a little bit better than Bauer. They could be, you could argue that they're interchangeable between the 4 and 5 spot. I got Bauer, for me personally, above deGrom, but that's what I'm sitting at number 4 on the list for this Trevor Bauer. Number 3. The third best player on this list is 99 overall, Manny Machado, third baseman for the San Diego Padres. He's right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He has secondary positions of first base and shortstop, diamond hitting, diamond defense. Looking at his hitting attributes, they're absolutely ridiculous. Probably the best you can get for a guy that can play third base in the game as his natural position. He has 109 contact versus righty, 116 contact versus lefty, 111 power versus righty, 120 power versus lefty, 105 vision, 101 discipline, 125 clutch. 96 fielding, 99 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy, which doesn't really matter at all if you use button accuracy, 97 reaction, 46 speed, 64 stealing, 73 base run aggressiveness. Not only is this Machado a wizard with the glove, as you guys already knew, he's one of the best fielding third basemen in the game. His hitting is redonkulous, and he has a really, really good swing. That's what's landed Machado number 3 on this list. And the fact he can play third base, shortstop, and first base. He has some versatility, great attributes. Really looking forward to using this Machado. Number 2. I'm probably going to take some heat for putting Juan Soto number 2 on this list. But honestly, I think the guy that number 1 is just somebody that's going to be on everybody's roster and going to be a vital part of everybody's team. I'm not saying Juan Soto shouldn't be on everybody's roster, as he should. 100%. I just don't know if Juan Soto is automatically a starter in everybody's outfield because it really depends how you play the game. There's so many good outfielders out there, but Soto is definitely a guy that he's your number 1 off the bench if he's not starting in left field for you, just because his hitting attributes are ridiculous. He's a left-handed batter, left-handed throwing. As I've already mentioned, left fielder, secondaries of center field and right field. He has diamond hitting and silver defense. Looking at his hitting attributes, they're pretty much maxed here. 125 contact versus righty, 125 contact versus lefty, 119 power versus righty, 125 power versus lefty with 100 vision, 125 discipline, 125 clutch. This looks like the Babe Ruth card from a couple years ago. In the field, he has 75 fielding, 71 arm strength, 61 arm accuracy, 83 reaction with 53 speed, 70 stealing, and 75 base run aggressiveness. The 53 speed holds Soto back. If Soto has like 70 speed, I mean, you're arguing that this is the best card in the game. He's automatically number 1 on the list. I think the speed and his fielding is not that great with all the outfield options, but I do think you need to have this Juan Soto. Like, this is one of the cards you have to go and get. Him and Machado are the 2 fielders that you absolutely have to have on your roster, even if they're just pinch hitting. Those 2 guys are a must-have no matter what. You need to get the second and third guy on this list, period. Soto's coming in at number 2. Let me know in the comments down below if you think you should have got the number 1 nod. You don't know who number 1 is quite yet, but let me know if you should have been number 1 over the guy that's about to be announced. Number 1. Topping off the list is the relief pitcher slash closer for the Milwaukee Brewers, Devin Williams. Right-handed throwing, right-handed batting. He has a 4-pitch repertoire that's absolutely ridiculous. He has his primary pitch as a changeup that goes 83. His four-seam fastball is going to go 97 to 99 miles an hour. Then he throws a cutter that goes 87, a sinker that's going to go 95 to 97, and a screwball that goes 83 miles an hour. On top of that, he has 33 stamina, which is a little bit higher than most relief pitchers or closers. Max 125 hits per 9, 125 K per 9, 76 base on balls per 9, 99 home run per 9, which is the max you can have in home run per 9, 125 pitching clutch, 81 control with 99 velocity, 99 break. The biggest reason I got Devin Williams at number 1 here is his pitch repertoire is absolutely maybe the best in the game. He has stupid good nines. He throws it hard. And honestly, everyone needs to have this guy in their bullpen. He should be the number 1 go-to relief pitcher that's right-handed in this game. For a lefty, you might go to Chapman or Wagner. But as for a righty, Devin Williams takes the cake here. I don't think there's anyone even close to him. Maybe Goose Gossage is close. But he blows away Mariano Rivera. Some of these other finest cards are close to him. But Devin Williams takes the cake for me. Number 1, I think he's the best right-handed reliever in the game, in my personal opinion. That's why he's number 1 on this list. Guys, that's going to wrap up my top 10 list here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, whether you agree with the rankings or disagree with the rankings. Also, let me know in the comments if you want to see in-depth true reviews of each of these cards. I'm willing to do it. I just need to know that you guys want to see it. Don't forget to like and share this video. It really helps grow the community, and I think we're doing a good job of that. You guys have a great day and be safe.